of Mississippi. It is so great to be here. Big college football weekend, and we have a news story about a conservative professor who claims to be the target of the liberal mob here in Oxford. Wow. Well, journalism professor Mark Burson, he claims that he was accosted by school administrators after two students accused him of racism. His sin? Well, allegedly uttering the phrase China virus in class. Professor Burson joins me now. Professor, walk us through what happened.
Well, I think we got to step back a little to Will Witt's appearance here on campus. I happen to be the faculty advisor for Turning Point USA, and I don't think many people knew that until Will Witt arrived on campus.
Who is Will Witt?
Will Witt is part of PragerU and has a podcast and quite a following. He's a quite an interesting young man. He comes here, speaks on campus. I'm associated with Turning Point USA, and the next day I receive an email from the university's Equal Opportunity and Regulatory Compliance Office saying that I have run afoul of the word police by using the phrase China virus. What's interesting about that is I don't think I'd ever used the word China virus. I tend to use the term China flu. And I was invited to be part of a conversation, which was to take place 2 days later. The following day in class, my graduate students notify me that I have been removed from the class schedule.
But you're teaching the class.
Yes, for the spring of 2022. So I've been removed by...
Okay, fast forward. What happens then? What along the line?
I have my meeting with the director of the EORC, and she informs me that the term China flu is a racial slur, and by implication, I must be a racist teacher.
Okay, so what did you say to them at that point?
I asked if the virus was from China, and she said yes. And then I asked if it was a virus, and she said yes. And I said, did I violate any university policy? And she said no, but everybody knows that it's racist, and if you had Chinese students in class, you would have offended them. And what's interesting about that is I'm pretty good at recognizing Chinese students or anybody that has Chinese in them, because 26 years ago I adopted a little baby that was 1/4 Chinese. And so I know someone from China when I see them, and nobody in class is from China. But that didn't seem to matter. I was still in violation of some policy.
Well, there's the Middle Eastern respiratory virus, MERS, right? So that wasn't, I guess that wasn't racist to say that. That was actually the official name of it. But let's go deeper here. What's really going on? In a place like Ole Miss, where people think it's all conservative, it's all great, it's actually not all great, because there are forces inside this university, in the liberal arts, in the journalism school, and beyond, that really want to wokeify this whole place.
Yes.
Is there not? Is that not true?
No. I'm a unicorn in Farley Hall, which is the home of the School of Journalism. I'm a conservative professor, and I make no apologies for the worldview that I hold. I believe in the sanctity of life. I believe in the sovereignty of the individual. I believe we're all created equal and in God's image.
Ole Miss, we asked them for a statement tonight, and they said the University of Mississippi welcomes all points of view on our campus, and we do not discriminate based on political points of view. Mr. Burson is scheduled to teach in the spring. That's the response. So what's the complaint?
And that's half true. My graduate classes have been removed. I fully expect the two classes that I'm still on the schedule for, an undergraduate, will be removed as well.
Well, it says you're still scheduled to teach in the spring.
Right, I am. 2 undergraduate classes, which is half of what I was going to be teaching. On September 9th, I received an email from the department chair confirming my schedule, that I would be teaching 2 graduate classes and 2 undergraduate classes. Then October 11th, 2 of those classes have been removed.
Do you all think this professor should be teaching at this school? Yes? Unbelievable. Professor Burson, the right will ultimately prevail here. Thank you for telling this story. Great to see you. Thank you. And when we come back, I get to talk to some of the great fans in a moment. We'll hit the crowd. Stay there.